What's up, Ventura Missionary Church? I'm Kelly Russell, and I'm coming to you with another daily word of encouragement for today, Tuesday, May 10th. Let's read our portion of scripture together. It's out of the book of Esther, one of my all-time favorite books of the Bible. Esther is one of my favorite people in the Bible and hands down my favorite woman in the Bible. So Esther 4 is our chapter. Verses 12 through 14 are our verses. Let's read them. When Esther's words were reported to Mordecai, he sent back his answer. Do you not think that because you are in the king's house, you alone of all the Jews will escape? For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place. But you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position, you've probably heard this part of the verse before, for such a time as this. If you've heard those words before and wondered what's such a big deal about those words, for such a time as this, for such a time as this, well, let me tell you a little bit of the backstory. Esther is in a position that is very unique. It's a key position. She is the wife of King Xerxes. The way she got there is worth reading the whole book of Esther for. I am not kidding. The way she got there is from winning a beauty pageant. Have I sold you yet? Go check out the whole book. But she is a young woman. She finds herself married to this king, and she has caught wind of a plan where her people, the Jewish people, are going to be exterminated. That's the plan. The king does not know his wife is Jewish. That would include herself and her entire family. Her uncle Mordecai meets her out at the gates surrounding the palace, and he tells her, this is the plan. This is what's going to happen. And you need to go to the king and you need to tell him to stop this plan. And you need to be honest with him and tell him who you are and who your family is and how this would affect everything. And she starts trembling just hearing this news. I mean, to go to the king in those days, to go unsolicited, unasked, that could be the cause of death itself. And here she has to go in and be bold and be honest and state her case of why this plan should not be carried out. So she is scared, and it is going to take a lot of courage to carry out this plan. And she asked Mordecai, hey, would you fast and pray for 3 days for me? And during those 3 days, she does gather up this courage, and she does go to the king and asks him to reverse this plan that's already on its way to being carried out. And I just wanted to ask you today, what key position are you in? What key position where you have some power, you have some influence, and it would be scary to speak up, but it might change the course, maybe not of history, maybe of history. Who knows? I don't know who you are, but definitely the course of maybe your family or maybe your work environment. I hear people all the time talk about, I just don't understand. I don't understand why a loving God would put me with this extended family, or with these in-laws, or in this toxic work environment. And in my head, I'm just thinking the whole time, I have a feeling why. Because you are an amazing, strong, godly man or woman, and I bet you have a lot of light and truth to bring to these situations. So I would just encourage you today, think about that. What might it be in your life where it is for such a time as this?